Thank you for clicking on today's video. Yesterday, I saw this incredible clip of climate protesters blocking the road in front of Burning Man. The police barged through the gate, bumped around a bunch of these protesters, and then eventually pulled their guns on them. I think it was a little overkill to pull your weapons out on a bunch of vegans, and I stand by that. That being said, these guys totally deserved it. The absolute guile to go out in the middle of the desert and block miles of traffic totally deserved every minute of jail time that they get from this. And I'll be more specific with why this was such a dumb decision here in a second. Also, go check out freedomnews.tv for the full video. I'm only going to be taking a couple of clips that I thought were super interesting, breaking those down. Let's get started. I mean, look how long they got literal GoPros on drones out in the air, scoping these highways, checking out the traffic. These lines must have been insane. Those cars must have been so hot. There's a reason they call it Burning Man. They do this out in the middle of the Nevada desert, one of the hottest places in America. And look how many cars are backed up for miles. The people even like a mile back from what actually was blocking the road probably have no clue what was happening. They had to get out of their cars. Some of them were doing like on the side of the road grilling. A lot of these people brought food and stuff and supplies. A lot of them did not. They're running out of supplies, water, things like that. They were dependent on the vendors that were showing up at the events to kind of supply a lot of their needs and things that they would need to kind of survive out here in the desert. Gasoline, I think, was a big problem out on these highways. But a lot of these people had no idea what was going on. They literally got out of their cars and marched up miles down the road to investigate what was happening.
We just move this shit and throw it off the fucking road and start driving through, and
we just get enough people, we'll just drag the trailer out of the way and we'll just
let's do it.
Obviously you know you're being filmed.
I don't fucking give a fuck. Yeah, I'm part of the fucking press. Come on,
Making a point.
what's the point?
Fucking over 50,000 people.
We could do better with what?
With everything.
No, I know that, but what the fuck are you doing? There's a traffic jam 10 miles down there.
Yeah, you guys are out of your fucking
and there's
mind. People gonna run out of
100,000 people
gas,
coming through.
water, like.
Yeah, you're telling us
So you
all
know
that,
nothing.
but you're
You
still
know
burning
nothing.
more
Like,
gas
cool,
by
you're making a
gas.
fucking stand. We're all trying to go fucking burn. This has been hours and hours of bullshit to get to this fucking point. Oh, good. Well, you should fucking know better than this.
Oh, you're gonna burn all right. You're gonna burn on the roads of Nevada, just miles outside of your actual destination. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, so they approach the blockage and they realize these protesters have zero awareness of what's actually going on. These people need things like water and gasoline. You can't just block them on the road in the middle of the Nevada desert. Like, why are you attacking innocent citizens rather than these corporations that are actually causing the problem? At least that would have a more localized common cause. You could get people behind that rather than pissing off everybody in the local population. In one of the coolest populations too, the people that go to Burning Man are so chill. They're literally the coolest people. There's a guy who got a flyer on the side of the road, crumpled it up, and instead of littering it, throws it in his car. The people who go to Burning Man are known for actually cleaning up after themselves, spending hours and days after the event, going through, picking through the sand and cleaning up after themselves. They're actually known for this and being respected for doing that, which is why they're always continuously allowed back to these places to do these events.
Well, it's all very clickbaity and it's all completely fake news, because say what you will about Burning Man, and I certainly have said my share of nasty things about Burning Man, they do take cleaning up very seriously. If they didn't, they wouldn't continue to get their permit renewed every year from the Bureau of Land Management. So what a lot of people don't realize is after the festival itself ends on Labor Day, well, they have crews of people that stay out here for months afterwards, cleaning up literally with rakes and fine tooth combs, picking up every last sequin, feather, sparkle, piece of rebar, every last piece of garbage,
Go check out her full video. She did a fantastic job breaking down how well they actually did, and she actually does some investigation herself. Great content. Now I want to show you how dumb these protesters actually got in endangering themselves. These guys have actually gone and attached themselves to the trailer. This is a bad move. I've seen a number of cars just get impatient, and you can't expect them to be patient. They literally just drive up the dirt mound and around, and off they go. And what I'm thinking is you're putting yourselves in danger here, unnecessarily. Something could go wrong. You're driving emotion and tension high while you're doing this. You can't expect level-headed decision making as you're blocking the road and irrationally tying yourself up to this massive object. I mean, this is just as stupid and dangerous as concrete gluing your hand to the road in front of traffic and having to get your hand surgically amputated off because of that.
We're all in the same boat here, guys. This is the most liberal group of people you can find on the planet.
Liberal policies. Biden is drilling more oil than any president since Bush. Like, come on.
Okay, this one right here is the ringleader. You can tell by the chastity chain around her waist that's got her locked into this trailer that she's got blocking the road. And she's got a whole agenda too. Apparently they're handing out flyers that literally nobody will read. They all refuse to read it. This guy's trying to debate her about what was on the flyer. He had no idea what the flyer was about. And she goes spouting off some nonsense about changing the system that nobody's listening to her because this is a terrible place to make your point. You're attacking the wrong people.
So liberalism is not the answer either. We need to change the system. We need burners to rise up. You're intelligent. You're a conscious human being. You're awakened.
What's your actual proposal?
We have it. Here's a flyer.
No, I read it. It said like Biden say the bad stuff. I know, I get it.
It didn't say anything about Biden. If you read it, you see it says system change. We need system change. We're demanding Burning Man. 3 principles. Radical honesty. Advocate for change. If we can make a full city of 100,000 people in the desert with zero resources on a dry lake bed, we can actually change some policies.
Not the fucking road where people need to make money. We did. You've been protesting the government. They don't care about working class people. They don't care about us. I am a working class person trying to go to work. Me too, brother. They don't care about us. The government doesn't care about us. I'm on your team.
For those of you who don't know, Burning Man is massive. Thousands of people show up every year just to view this event and participate in this massive party out in the middle of the desert. A ton of people show up purely for the sales factor. This is a good opportunity for them to make some money for these businesses that they provide for their families. And these protesters are blocking the road and arguing that they're on the side of these blue-collar people who are just trying to make a living. It's ignorant and foolish thing to say. And this is where the tensions really start to pick up.
Disband, get off the highway. This is a state route. Everybody will be arrested if not. 30 seconds. Send your leader to my vehicle. Let's talk. Get off the fucking road.
And so the negotiations have begun. But this is America. We don't negotiate with
My mom! Take all of you out. You better move. You're gonna go back.
Get out now! Get out! On the ground! All of you on the ground now! Get on the ground!
We're not violent!
Get on the ground!
Oh, we're not
Don't move!
violent! Please!
Give me your last name and date of birth.
So who's ready to get the gun? No one has a gun. No one has a gun.
We have no weapons at all!
So these officers came in hot, and I couldn't figure out why until I heard one of the officers scream, "Where's the weapon? Where's the gun? Who's got the gun?" My theory is that one of the people waiting in line called these people saying these protesters have a weapon to encourage them to show up quicker and get this blockade finished out. What's funny though is the woman just screams, "We're not violent, we're not violent," as if that's gonna save her. It didn't save her. Chaining yourself up to the object that got plowed through the road did not, in fact, save you. They had a couple of runners, which I thought was funny, but the people who were busted first and arrested were literally the ones who had tied themselves up to the trailer. They were screwed from the beginning. The last thing I want to touch on was the officer that ran through the gate is facing some unfortunate consequences. He's under investigation right now for his behavior during this protest. So I guess you could say the protesters did something. Definitely not good for the officer's reputation, and not really anything got done for climate change, but here we are. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Cool. Great artwork.